food supply is how blank and other globalists plan to force jab eat. Now, who voted for this man? Nobody. So how does he get to do whatever the hell he want to do to anybody on the planet and not go to jail? How is this not crime against humanity? You want to put this shit in the food now because people don't believe your lying ass. So you got to trick people to take it. Let's read. According to billionaire eugenicist blank, animals that humans eat have inadequate genetics. How the hell he know? You can't perfect perfection, fool. But see, all he doing, he's continuing the works of his grandmama, Margaret Sanger. You remember Margaret Sanger, the lady that started Planned Parenthood in the black and brown neighborhoods, who also is a fake Jew, just like this motherfucker here. Yeah, they want to take us out because they don't want us ruling over them. It's not up to them, though. That's why everybody that's got something to do with this, they're going to be the first fruits of slavery. The Lord going to allow you to live through the nuclear fire, the lake of fire, just so you can go into slavery first. See? And the only way to fix those genetics is to blank, said animals with new. See? These people cannot learn righteousness. That's why they're going to be destroyed. And the Lord will be justified to destroy them. Look at the wickedness they're doing. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Spoil mean to rob. The reason they say everybody's spoiled, he is not, because he the one doing the robbing. Luke chapter 8, verse 17, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. All this little secret shit you doing is coming out, exposing you. Now I get it again. Let's get Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. See? Disrespectful, won't even pay homage to the Lord. That's why the Lord gonna get rid of him. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. That's what Esau thinks. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. That's the dumbest thing you could do, is believe in lies. But that shows you the intelligence of Esau Edom, if you want to call that intelligent, because he knows these prophecies just as well as we do. He just don't think they're going to happen because he doesn't believe in the Lord. Psalm chapter 14, verse 1, the fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. There it is. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29, the people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. This is oppression. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this is literal because people mourning their loved ones. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. 7 means completion. He's completely wicked. Verse 26, whose hatred is covered by deceit, His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. It's being showed right now. Psalms chapter 7, verse 14. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and have conceived mischief, and have brought forth falsehood. Let's get some more. See what else we got. Let's go to this one. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men, because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Job chapter 9, verse 24. Psalm chapter 73, verse 6. We're going to read on down. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. Everything ain't enough for Esau. Verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. Verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Through that media, you believe everything they hear on the news. That's Esau's tongue walking through the earth. And him giving strikes, taking down channels and all this madness, because the truth is being exposed, is exposing him. He don't like it. So he's just gonna take it down. He ain't gonna challenge it. No. Because if he decides to challenge it, the truth, he gonna lose, because there's nothing you can do for the truth, against the truth, but for the truth. And let's get it. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. See, they can't do nothing against it. So all they best bet is to try to hide it. But it's still coming out because they're not in power. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai is. Verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. All these CEOs, these pharmaceuticals, yeah, they profit from death. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Given to them by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, to destroy the people that he does not want. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 7. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them because they refuse to do judgment. This man is supposed to be put to death for the wickedness he's doing, but instead they exalt him and give him more power. So who's running the earth? The wicked. Psalm chapter 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Don't never trust these devils, man. Trust me, you want to, you're going to end up in a 6-foot grave. Serpent going to be a serpent. Sirach chapter 14, verse 17. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he would declare his wickedness is being declared right now by watching all these people drop. Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, as such are all they that dwell therein. You got a wicked, messed up, jacked up, crazy, pedophile leader. You're going to have that amongst the citizens. Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Now, would you listen to an unwise king? You seeing him destroying his people? Would you listen to a lying-ass president who destroying his people? Some of y'all, the answer is yes. Some of y'all just destined to be destroyed, man. And it ain't there's no amount of scriptures or proof that we could bring out to deter you from thinking otherwise about your enemy. Some of y'all just slated for destruction. That's all it is to it. There's nothing we can do. Now, if Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah wants to wake you up, he will do that. But if you still stuck on stupid, that's what the Lord wanted you to be. Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. Yeah, he get behind that podium and speak all that. Yeah, it's nice, it's safe, it's effective. We got to do something to slow the spread and all this. Well, he the one that put it out there. Some of y'all still can't see your enemy for who he is. Some of y'all just meant to be taken by him. That's all it is to it. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Sirach chapter 12, verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Yeah, he act like he on your side. He want to help you. No. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether been wiped away. He ain't gonna never be righteous. The Lord didn't create him to be righteous. He created him to be wicked. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. You can't reason with these monsters, with these beasts. You can't. The only thing left to do is wait on the Lord to destroy them and put them in chains. Psalm chapter 1, verse 10. He croucheth and humble himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. That's why he come at you like he trying to help you, to let your guard down, so he can bite you. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. There are 6 things, these 6 things that the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination. 7 mean completion. Verse 17, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. He's all 3. Check this out. This is Sirach chapter 13, verse 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope and will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? That's why he's trying to bribe you when this stuff first hit. He's trying to bribe you to take the jab. And he got this phrase of the carrot and the stick. First, he try to offer you little. First, he try to bribe you to take it. Then the bribes didn't work. He mandated it. The bribe was the carrot. The mandate was the stick. And he ain't through mandating. He gonna mandate it some more. And then when people continue to fight back, he gonna bring in his military because that's all he knows. Lies and the sword. That's him. Then if you don't believe his lies, he pull out the sword on you. Psalm chapter 73, verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Now, check this out. This is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord Yahweh shall stand. Meaning it ain't about what they want. It's about what's written, thus saith the Lord. Psalm chapter 21, verse 11. For they intended evil against thee, they imagined of a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. Job chapter 5, and we're going to read verses 12 and 13. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the proud is carried headlong. Yeah, they want to kill everybody, but that's not going to happen. Psalm chapter 33, verse 10. The Lord Yahweh bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. All your lies getting exposed, you embarrassed now. It don't matter. Still going into captivity. You don't believe it? Let's get it. Psalm chapter 2, verse 18. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thine possession. Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them into pieces like a potter's vessel. Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. The serpent's venom, that's considered his sword. Because he weaponizes everything, man. I got a video whereas it's a man talking about how I didn't did away with all the birds and got these little fake birds out here watching people. This man weaponizes everything. You don't believe it? Watch that movie Terminator Salvation. See how he weaponizes everything because his blessing was the sword. Psalm chapter 149, verse 6. That the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Verse 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen, upon thy people. Verse 8. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Verse 9. To execute upon them the judgment written. There it is. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and yet will choose Israel, and set them in their land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, and in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. perhaps slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So all you the children of the Edomites, prepare slaughter. And that's literal. Let's get Ezekiel. We about to close. This is the point made. These people ain't getting away with nothing. They just think they are. The Lord said, no, let them earn their judgment. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 25. We can start at verse 12. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and avenged himself upon them. Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will lay it desolate from Teman, and they of the Don shall fall by the sword. The Don and Teman, those were towns inhabited by Edomites. You are people before you are a place. Verse 14, my favorite. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to mine fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. So it doesn't matter what kind of threats these people come with. It doesn't matter. All you got to do is believe in the word. The Lord said he's going to put them into punishment. He's going to put them in slavery. That's what's going to happen. So we don't care what kind of threats Esau come with. He always try to make people feel like they're in trouble. I got news for your partner. Ain't nobody in trouble like you. When all these heathens get through with their 1,000 years of captivity, they going back to their land and live in peace. But Esau, Edom, at the end of your captivity, your 1,000 years on death row, you have no expiration date. You'll be rounded up and exterminated. So, and the world ain't gonna miss you, man. No, the world ain't gonna miss you. Scripture say we're gonna rejoice because everybody tired of you. Even your own people tired of you, Esau. Your woman tired of you. Your children tired of you. Your sons tired of you. The other nations are tired of you. So that's why the Lord gonna do away with Edomites. Y'all got to go, homie. You're doing too much. Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We can close out this one. So it doesn't matter what Esau come with. He cannot change what is written. He cannot change what's about to happen to him. What's about to happen to him, he's about to go into captivity, and he's going on death row for 1,000 years. And after that, he will be exterminated out of the earth. We can't wait because we tired of your stupid ass. Psalm chapter 73, verse 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein. Meaning, till I came into this, till we all came into this truth, apostles, elders, and the brothers on down, we understand what's going to happen to Esau. After he gets done, deuces, baby. And the world will not miss your wicked ass. Allah Yimla, Alhaya Nawa Yahawa, Bashim Yahawa Shah Mashiach, Wamalaki Bashim Hawa Wapakakurash, Raka Thumb, the Wada Baba Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.